Have you ever found yourself just staring at a Terraform terminal, a little bit worried that one wrong command could, bring the whole thing crashing down? I get it. You are definitely not alone. But what if I told you that getting good at Terraform isn't about wrestling some kind of unpredictable beast? What if it's more like learning a really simple, predictable dance? Well, that's what we're going to do. We're about to break down the core steps that put you in complete control.
And that right there, that is the secret to the whole thing. The power you're seeing isn't reckless, it's methodical. See, Terraform was designed from the ground up to be predictable, so you always, and I mean always, know what's going to happen before it actually happens. Its real power comes from being reliable, not from being dangerous. So how do we get there? It's pretty simple, actually. We're just going to follow this path right here. We'll start by getting our workspace ready with init. Then we'll create a totally safe preview with plan. After that, we'll execute the plan with apply. And finally, we'll learn how to clean everything up with destroy. By the end, you'll see this isn't just a list of commands, it's a complete, safe workflow.
All right, so first things first. This is all about a mental shift, really. We're going to move from that feeling of, uh-oh, what's this going to do, to a place of confidence. Because Terraform's real power isn't just in what it builds, but in how it gives you precise, predictable control over the whole process.
Okay, our journey begins with the very first command you'll run in pretty much any new project, Terraform init. And here's the best part. You can run this one with zero fear. Seriously, it's a completely safe and totally necessary setup step. Let's dig into what it's actually doing.
So what's really happening here? Well, think about it. If you're writing code to build something on, say, AWS, Terraform needs the special instruction manual for AWS. We call these things providers. The init command just reads your code, sees that you need the AWS tools, for example, and then downloads that specific toolset into your project. That's it. It's just gathering the parts you need.
And that is the perfect way to think about it. You're not actually building anything yet. You are just laying out all your tools on the workbench, right? Making sure you have the right screwdriver in the right wrench before you start the real work. It's pure preparation.
All right, our workspace is ready to go. Now it's time for what I would argue is the most important confidence-building command in the entire toolkit. If init lays out the tools, then plan creates the blueprint. This is your safety net, it's your crystal ball, it's your chance to check everything before you commit to anything.
And that word exactly is everything. Terraform plan does not guess. It reads your code, then it checks the real-world state of your cloud account, and it generates a super precise report of the differences. It'll tell you line by line, okay, I'm going to create this server, I'm going to modify this setting, and I'm not going to touch anything else. It's a perfect preview of the future.
And I mean this. You can run Terraform plan 100 times a day, and absolutely nothing will ever change in your cloud account. It is a 100% read-only operation. It doesn't even have permission to create or destroy anything. It's the ultimate measure twice, cut once safety feature.
Okay, so you've prepared your workspace with init. You've reviewed the blueprint from plan. You've measured twice, and you've decided, yep, this looks perfect. Now, and only now, is it time to actually make the cut. Let's talk about Terraform apply and how we bring that blueprint to life.
This is the command that takes that preview from plan and just turns it into reality. It connects to your cloud provider and starts making the exact changes you just reviewed. This is where the action happens, but it's not uncontrolled action. It's deliberate, it's precise, and it is entirely based on the plan you've already given the thumbs up to.
And here is Terraform's final, absolutely brilliant safety check. When you run apply, it doesn't immediately start building things. Nope. First, it runs a plan one last time and shows you the output right there. Then it stops and asks for your explicit permission. You have to physically type the word yes and hit enter. There's no such thing as an oops, my finger slipped moment.
So if you remember just one thing from all this, let it be this difference. Plan is your read-only preview. It shows you what will happen. Apply is your go button. It makes it happen, but only after you give it that final yes. One is for seeing, the other is for doing. Simple as that.
So, we've built our infrastructure. It's running, it's working great. But what happens when we're done with it? This is where the destroy command comes in. And just like apply, this powerful sounding command is wrapped in all those same layers of safety and intention.
Its job is really simple. It reads a special file called the state file, which is just Terraform's memory of every single thing it has created for you. Then it just generates a plan to remove all of it, piece by piece. This is so useful for tearing down temporary test environments so you don't keep paying for them.
And here it is again. that safety net, which is so important. Just like apply, Terraform Destroy doesn't just start deleting stuff. No way. First, it shows you a detailed plan of everything it intends to remove. Then it stops and waits for you to physically type yes and hit enter. You are always in the driver's seat.
And that really is the main takeaway. Safety in Terraform isn't magic. It comes from the workflow. It's this predictable sequence of init to get ready, then plan to review, and only then apply to execute. That process is what gives you both incredible power and complete safety. It's a process that's just designed for confidence.
So now, that initial fear, it's probably gone, right? It's been replaced by a clear, predictable process. You've got the blueprint, you know the steps, and you are in full control. So the only question left is, what amazing thing are you going to build first?